Okay, what we're going to have a look at now is bimdas. Bimdas stands for the order of operations you're meant to do your maths. Okay, and if you do your maths in the correct order, it should work. If you do it in the wrong order, you can get a totally different answer than your neighbour. So in terms of your order of operations, they recommend this silly word, bimdas, right? B stands for brackets. I stands for indexes or powers. M stands for multiplication. D is division or dividing. A is adding, and S is subtracting. So when you get a math sum, you look at all the pluses and minuses and powery bits and brackets, and you have to do them in a certain order. So in your book, there's lots of examples, and we're going to go through them. So we start off nice and easy. If they gave you a sum, 5 plus 3 times 4, right, you'd look at your two different operations. So you've got a plus and you've got a multiply. Your multiply is the third one on your list. It's BIM, so you're going to do your multiply first. So you do that part first. So you go 3 times 4 and you get 12. And then you would add your 5 and your 12 and you get 17. Okay, and what you discover is 5 and 12 being 17 is totally different than 5 plus 3, which give you 8, and 8 times 4, so 8, 16, 24, 32. So 17 and 32 are totally different numbers. So the order that you do your maths in is very important. If we look at the second one, we've got 6 times 2 plus 5. So again, you look at the operation sign. So we've got a multiplication sign and a plus sign. Multiplies come before pluses, so you do the multiplication part first. So 6 times 2 gave you 12, and then you add your 12 plus your 5 and you get 17. Okay, a few more. So we go 9 times 4 minus 8. So again, look at the operations. Multiply comes before subtract, so you do the multiply first. So 9 times 4 gives you 36. And then 36 take away your 8 is 28. Another one. We've got 9 times 6 minus 27 divided by 3. So in terms of this, we've got 4 operations. So again, you look at them and you go multiply is your BIM. We don't have any brackets or powers, so the multiply comes first. So you're going 9 times 6 and you get 54. Right? Then you look along the rest of your thing and division sign. So then you're going to go 27 divided by 3, which gave you 9. And then finally, you've got 54, which is your answer from this part. Take away 9, which was your answer from this part. And that gives you 45. And that was your question 14 in the book. Question 15 in the book, again, just getting a little bit harder. You've got 4 operators. So you've got a minus, a plus, you've only got 3 actually. A minus, a plus, and a division sign. So you look across and you go, which comes first? So division comes first, so you do dividing first. So 54 divided by 9 gives you 6. And you'd write down the answer. Then you'd look and say, which comes next? Pluses or minuses? So plus comes next. So you'd go 8 plus your 6, which could give you 14. And then you'd go your 34, take away 32. I don't know what I've done here. So we'll just ignore that one for a minute. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. See, look, I can make mistakes too. So we've skipped something else I've done. Right, so in this one they've left boxes. Right, so you've got 5 something, some operator. 7 times 2 gives you 19. So this is a multiply sign, so you know you're going to be doing that first. So you go 7 times 2 gives you 14. So then the question is 5 what 14 gives you 19. So the answer would be plus. So 5 plus 14 gives you 19. Another one, they've got 24, some operator, 8, some operator, 5 equals 15. So in terms of what you could do, you go, let me just guess. So if I guess, for example, 24, take away 8, take away 5, I don't get 15. So I go, what are you going to do? So if I went 24, take away 8, I'd get 3. 3 times 5 gives you 15, so I'd plug that in. So again, it's sort of a matter of operating, and when you're operating, you're like guessing the little bits. So if we're looking for an answer of 15 and I do something here and I end up like in my 40s, I know I've done something wrong. Another one says 3 plus 5 times 5 squared minus 6 times 3. All right, so you go bimdas, so brackets, powers, all right, so your indices. So 2 to the power of 2 means 2 times 2. So you do that bit first. So 2 times 2 gives you 4. Then you go to multiply sign, so you'd have 5 times 4 gives you 20. And then you look along and you go, what else have I got? Oh, I have another multiply sign. 6 times 3 gave me 18. So I'd fill in 20 for here, I'd fill in 18 for here. So then I end up with a 3 plus a 20, which gives you 23. Take away 18, which gives you 5. Right? And another final bit is just 2 silly terms that they will play with your head. So one is called I can't even pronounce it. Commutative. Alright? And that means you can change the order without affecting the answer. And you can do that for plussing and multiplying. As in, I can add one thing to the other in both orders and it doesn't change. So 5 plus 1 gives me 6. Or 1 plus 5 gives me 6. Alright, so they're the same. Alright. In terms of multiplying, same again. So I can go 5 times 1 gives me 5, or 1 times 5 gives me 5. So they're the same. You can change them around without affecting the order. Subtraction is not the same. So if I go 1 take away 5, I get take away 4. So that's the same as you owe somebody a fiver, and you've got €1. How much do you need? You need another 4. Alright? Compared to 5 take away 1, which gave you 4. So minus 4 and plus 4 are totally different. If you look at division, 1 divided by 5 gives you a fifth, but 5 divided by 1 gives you 5. So again, these two answers aren't the same. So adding and multiplying is commutative. Subtracting and dividing aren't. Okay, and then another term is said to be associative, and that means grouping doesn't affect the answers. So it means I can stick stuff in brackets and it doesn't affect my answers. But again, these are just 2 silly terms that might come up in a question and ask you, are these associative or are they commutative? So in terms of this, 15 divided by 3 divided by 1. So if you're thinking of your bimdas, you do what's in the bracket first. So 15 divided by 3, which gives you 5. And then 5 divided by 1 gives you 5. Where if I had the brackets in a different spot, exact same numbers, but different spot for the brackets, I do the brackets first. So I have 3 divided by 1, which gives me 3. And then I'd have 15 divided by 3, which will also give me 5. Alright, so division is associative. Okay?